This year's zipping by. All right. First of all, does anybody just know what commission means?
To pay or like to pay for something that you want in your specific order or like artist things, something about artists.
Oh,
and
like
stuff.
commission for artists?
Yeah.
I mean, people have used that word before to pay like an artist or something like that a certain price. That's true. It's not quite what I'm looking for, Triton.
Kind of based or pay based off the product you sold.
That's what straight commission is. That is pay based off of products you sell. This is a percentage of the cost of sold products. Can anybody name, yeah?
Just want to give an example.
Mm-hmm.
So car dealers, real estate,
Car dealers, real estate. Those are the big ones. When people are selling cars, people are selling houses, they get a percent of commission based on what they sold. Anybody else know something else?
Would lawyers be on?
Yes, they get a commission, sometimes on like, big cases. But they do also get paid by the hour, lawyers do. Very high amounts, by the hour. But if they win a case, they do get partial, commission, a little bit, yeah. Now that's called straight commission. Straight in this case meaning kind of like dead on this percent, that kind of thing. Anybody want to take a random guess? Or anybody know what graduated commission is? Sam?
An amount you get per month based on how you did previous month or something?
No, not quite, but it is right. You are right in the aspect that your pay keeps changing. It is not like straight commission is like we're always getting this percent, but graduated commission does keep changing. Anybody know why it gets changed? Sam guessed per month. But commission work is not really paid on length of time you've worked. All right, you want me to talk about it? So graduated commission is that the percent of commission you get goes up the more you sell. Have you guys heard about like tax brackets? And the more money you make, the higher you're taxed. Okay, kind of the same with commission. It's like and this depends on the job you work at, but they might have a situation where they're like, look, the first $5,000 of product you sell, we're gonna give you 2% commission. But then once you get past that first $5,000, you get to the $5,000 to $10,000 range, now you're gonna make 3% commission. Okay, now if you sell over $10,000, now you're getting into like 4 or 5% commission on every sale. So why do you think employers do that? Why would they keep raising the commission the more you sell? So that you work harder.
It's like a reward.
Right, it's a reward. You're trying to get to that bracket. Has anybody ever gotten anything that is kind of a commission based on what you sell at a job? I did. I used to work at a store called United Colors of Benetton, which was a fancy, very fancy clothing store back when I was in high school. And I know that things are more expensive nowadays, but 20 years ago when I was back in high school, gross, 20 years ago, true though, my 20-year reunion's coming up next year, yuck. Anyway, 20 years ago when I was in high school and I was working at this clothing boutique, like a t-shirt was like $70. And that was 20 years ago, not now when prices are inflated. It was very expensive, and it was hard to sell things there because it was in Duluth. And usually super rich people don't live in Duluth. But we got paid in commission in clothing because they wanted us to wear the clothing that we were selling, but they were paying me like $10 an hour. And like, I'm not going to work for 7 hours to buy a t-shirt. Definitely not, you know, maybe I'll buy gas money, that kind of thing. So instead what they did was they gave me a 5% commission on all of my sales. So whatever I sold that day, they'd give me 5%, but only in merchandise from the store so that I would wear basically their clothing while I was selling this stuff so that they would probably sell more. So it's not just like big places like car dealerships and real estate that sell. Triton?
I got a $10 Quick Trip gift card
Ooh.
for selling 50 whole birds in one day.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a very impressive. How did you sell 50 whole birds in one day?
I dressed up kind of like a chicken.
That feels right.
Mhm.
That feels right. And you got a $10 Quick Trip.
Mhm.
Wow. Very nice. And maybe if you sold 100, they would have given you like a $30 one. You know, like, I mean, that would have been a little graduated. No? Okay. Let's look at this commission worksheet. We're going to do a couple of them together. But tomorrow is when we're going to work on graduated commission, and we're going to do that with your partner. Okay? But today you're going to work alone. You will have time to work on this tomorrow because this isn't due tomorrow. It's due on, what is today, Wednesday? So it's due Friday. Anybody notice that I can never remember what day of the week it is? Never.
Probably because of the breaks that we had last week.
And then the break we had this.
Oh, wait, you guys are very understanding. Both of you are like, you're so busy, and we've had snow days. And I'm like, yeah, totally haven't been doing this my whole life. Okay.
If I lose track of what day it is when I'm this age, I can only dread to think what happens when I get older. I just won't remember to begin with.
Okay, so the part that I want you guys to leave alone is if you turn to the back side, you see that 1 through 5 extension where it's talking about graduated commission. Please don't work on that, okay? Leave that one for tomorrow because we're going to do that together, okay? But the rest of it we can look at. Let's try, how about number 8? And 13. Okay, so for number 8, everybody needs a calculator. If you don't have one, go get one.
Did you say this was due Friday or?
This is due Friday, because tomorrow we're doing the graduated commission part.
Okay.
All right, now, how do we figure out if you get 6 3/4 commission on $935.40, how do I put that in my calculator?
0.06.